Happy May! It's Jen from Polk County Public Libraries, and I'm going to tell you about one of our Take and Make kits for this month. So it is National Pet Month, so we are doing our Take and Makes a little differently. And instead of having different ones for different age groups, we are going to let you pick between a cat toy and a dog treat, depending on what kind of pet you have. And if you don't have a pet, we encourage you to still come pick up a kit and make a cat toy or dog treats and donate it to a local humane society. And you are welcome to drop it back off here at the library, and at the end of the month we will donate any of those to the Foothills Humane Society. So I have cats, which you will see some pictures of at the end of this video. So I am going to make a cat toy for my Take and Make this month. It's going to be a feather wand with ribbons, and follow along and make it with me. All right, so here's our cat toy Take and Make kit. You have a wooden dowel. You have a long piece of yarn. And then you have some smaller pieces of yarn and or ribbon. And you have a few feathers. And we're going to make a feather wand for our cat toy. So the first thing we're going to do is take our long piece of yarn and the wooden dowel, and you're going to tie the piece of yarn to the dowel, and the dowel part is what you or whoever is playing with the cat will hold. And then the yarn will dangle, and we're going to attach some fun things to the other end of the yarn. So we have a long piece of ribbon here. You can cut that ribbon into multiple pieces if you want, or you can just use one long piece, and we're going to tie that on the other end of the yarn. And then our feathers. You can add, I'm going to add one feather here, and we'll see how well this holds up. You may need to add some hot glue to really get the feathers to stick. And of course, as always, you want to supervise your cat while you're playing with it. Make sure they don't try to eat the toy, which they shouldn't, but just in case, always good to make sure you are watching them. And let's see, we have this other piece of yarn here. I'm gonna tie this a little farther back on our main piece of yarn, and then I'm gonna tie another feather to the end of that. Sorry, I'll make sure I'm doing it on the video here. This one I'm gonna double knot. Alright, and we have one more feather. I'm gonna try to tie that kind of to in the middle of this ribbon, which is a little complicated because I have already tied one to the end. I think we can do it, maybe. Actually, that didn't work. Oh yes, it did. So I'm going to stick the feather in there and pull it tight. Alright, so now we have a fun little feather wand toy that you can use to play with a cat, or you can donate it to a humane society. And if you want to drop it off at Columbus or Saluda Library, we will go ahead and take those donations to Foothills at the end of the month. Hope you guys enjoyed this craft, and I hope your cat does too.